how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I've been getting a lot of requests to show you guys my homemade chili roaster that I built a few years ago after a number of trips to New Mexico, to Hatch, New Mexico, seeing how delicious those, tasting how delicious those chilies are after they've been roasted, mainly Hatch chili. At the time I was building a lot of smokers, and I decided to make our house a small chili roaster. So it's no frills, it gets the job done, doesn't look pretty, so I'm going to call it the ugly chili roaster. And you might be able to see that tip, but it's a small tip, works really well, and you're going to need probably one for each burner that you create. Another thing you're going to need is a really good high pressure propane regulator. The regulator that comes with most barbecues just will not provide you the pressure that you're going to need to get the job done. So look online, get yourself a nice high pressure regulator with an adjustable knob, and you're going to need that. And then of course you're going to need the hose that goes with it. You can get this at any of your hardware stores. Basically I used some copper pipe and a few fittings. I've seen people use black pipe, that works too. I chose to keep it all. Then I brazed on the fittings. I drilled and tapped for the MIG welding tip. I tapped the pipe, and then I brazed it closed. And everything's here is pretty much, besides the tips, it's a mechanical fitting. Now one of the things you're going to notice here that, besides it's not lining up perfectly, these burners that I made are square tubing. You can use round, really doesn't matter. This is just some scrap that I had on hand, so I used the square tubing. You got to allow for some air in the back here to flow in. It's basically going to sound like a jet when you turn it on. It's going to get really loud, so wear hearing protection. And but you got to allow for the air to get in there and mix it. It only took me a few minutes to fine tune it. I've left a little bit of play in it with a hose clamp here. Once it's set, it works perfectly. Okay, the actual cage, not much to look at. I call this the ugly chili roaster. Basically expanded steel. I used some scrap flat metal stock to weld up the sides, and I just basically did this all on a budget. The hinge I used was actually sourced from Barbecue Parts. It's a barbecue grill hinge that you can actually lubricate if you want. It's got a little fitting there for greasing, which I don't. It gets too hot and just melt out anyway, but it's a really nice little hinge. It allows to take the door off completely if you want to. And then to secure it closed, I just went with simple and what was laying around the house. I welded a nut in there, and then just not much to look at. It really gets the job done. You wouldn't want to do this obviously while it's hot, so I wear gloves. No fancy bearings or anything like that. Basically this thing just sits on here. I greased it up a little bit. This is again just some metal scrap that I had laying around, and I can take it in two pieces, which makes it really convenient for putting it in the trunk of your car or stowing it away in your garage. I keep this thing indoors. It's really important to not let it get all rusty. Probably make a cover for it. Okay, the handle, again, not much to look at. I've seen guys put handles on it that rotate and stuff like that. Yeah, if I was going for a beauty contest, I'd probably do it too, but with my jet torches there, it doesn't take long at all to roast about 5 pounds, whatever I might be roasting at the time. So it works for me. Doesn't get hot at all. So to each his own. The other side, again, I built it so it could be easily disassembled, and because of the weight of the barrel itself, it never goes anywhere. As fast as I spin this thing, it stays put. Okay, legal disclaimer. When lighting torches like this, keep your hands and fingers away from it. Keep small children away from it, and basically don't burn off your fingers. I usually just have it open just a little bit, I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, the reason you can't see the flame is because you shouldn't. The flame should be nice blue-green flame. You don't want to see any soot. You don't want to see any big orange flames. If you do, just tune it a little bit, move the nozzles and your tips until you get the right flame. I'll be making another video where we're actually, my wife's going to make some chili with roasted peppers, and I'll show you how this thing looks in action. And turn it off, I just close the flame, propane. Alright, that's my chili roaster. Hope you like it. It's ugly, but it gets the job done. Nothing beats good fire roasted chilies, and so I hope you enjoy it. Go ahead, smash that button down there. And I'd like to see pictures of what you've made, your chili roaster. I've seen a few out there that look really good, a lot prettier than this one, but I didn't build this thing to look pretty. I built this to roast the chilies, and it does a really good job. As long as those flames are blue, you're going to be cooking. All right, thanks again for watching, and mash that button down there, like and subscribe if you want to see more videos.